What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and start on this topic. And I just want to start off by talking about Monique and her son and what transpired just a couple of days ago when Monique hit the stage and basically said F her son. So I have totally jumped off the Monique train. You guys know who follow me tight. I've been an advocate for Monique. I still believe that women of color should get paid what they're worth within the industry and within the Hollywood realm. But at the end of the day, I'm not supporting Monique anymore, because when you can get on stage and say F your own flesh and blood, I'm completely done. The fact of the matter is, Shalon had every reason to respond to what his mother has been saying in interviews for years about their strained relationship. And so a lot of people thought that he should have kept it off the internet. Well, why don't you tell Monique to keep it off the internet? Because she could have declined to speak on her son in all of these interviews, right? But anyway, what I want to do right now is play you guys the clip of Monique talking about her son and saying F her son and telling that lie, because I don't believe it not one bit that some older woman came to her in the airport or whatever and said F your son, basically standing with Monique and things of that nature. So listen, I'm going to play that, and then I'm also going to play Shalon's response, and then I'll be back.
I apologize if I've done something wrong, but I ain't no business gonna back up from a motherfucking problem. I'm gonna walk straight to that motherfucker and I'm gonna deal with that shit. So today I'm coming through the airport in Newark, New Jersey. It's the realest thing I've ever met from Newark, New Jersey. I'm coming through that motherfucking airport and I've been just seeing this TikTok of my damn son. Had I known that I was going to do a TikTok the day I brought him home, I'm going to let y'all take that one.
Sorry,
and when you see your child that you for, I fought for that nigga, not another bitch, it was me. And you see your mother child go on a damn internet and tell people all the fuck that you're not. And you supposed to take that shit in stride. And I'm taking that shit in stride. And I'm walking through the Newark airport, and this elderly woman comes up to me. She said, Monique. I said, ma'am. Because I'm a respectful bitch, baby. I'm a respect this bitch. She old. She said, let me talk to you for a minute. So I had prepared myself for this old woman to tell me how fucked up I was. I prepared myself to be respectful, but to check a if I had to. I prepared myself to listen. She said, listen, my grandbaby called me and told me to watch the same TikTok of your son. And I watched that shit. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I want to tell you something. I said, ma'am. She said, fuck that nigga.
that part.
And when the elderly people tell you fuck that nigga, you ain't fuck that nigga.
Be gone, Satan! I rebuke thee in the name of Black Jesus.
I had no intention of making another video about Monique, but this is the worst example, in my opinion, as a mother. If y'all don't know, Monique just had another stand-up, and her son was the butt of the joke. First of all, she had a joke that said, if she knew he was going to be this way, basically she would have left him at the hospital. Now, remind you, this is stand-up. This is not behind closed door. Then she told this story that I don't believe, that an old lady came up to her in the airport. That I definitely don't believe somebody came up to Monique in the airport. But anyway, let's say the lady did do this, because the lady came up to Monique in the airport and felt comfortable enough to tell her to F her son. And it's funny enough that she wants to come up now and tell a stand-up joke comic to F her son. How is it possible that anyone could come up to you as a mother, or definitely not to me as a mother, and tell me to F my son and F my daughter? How can anyone even be that comfortable? On top of that, let me just say this. I'm wondering, if this was a young lady, would y'all feel it's okay? Because some of y'all saying, well, he's old enough, get over it. If it was a young lady, would it be okay? But because it's a man, we don't have no sympathy for this man. But think about the joke and the fact that her son is not even off limit, and she feels it's okay to do a stand-up comic. She's supposed to make this die down, y'all. This is supposed to die down. It's supposed to go away. As a mother, I would never, ever, ever, ever stand up and be on national comic TV, social media, and tell my child to F them. Or I wish I wouldn't have brought them home. And I don't care. Don't tell me what he did. Because number one, she's been speaking about him for years. And the first time he spoke out, then he wrong. And even if he was wrong totally, she gave birth. I don't want to hear it. She gave birth. She's supposed to let this die down. Where is the mother instinct to protect? Where is it that you feel is funny enough for you to be up here talking about F my son? I wouldn't have brought him home from the hospital. And let me just say this to the audience, people that wanted to laugh, and maybe it was just in a moment. I promise you, as a mother, I don't give a fig Newton what's going on with me and my kids. I can't imagine telling any kind of joke, any kind of story that would cut them to the core, as they say, knowing that they already feel a certain kind of way. And as a child, I can't even imagine hearing my mother tell a joke in front of national everybody, saying they wouldn't have brought me home and F me while we going through something. So if Monique could speak that way, and it's not behind closed door, what y'all think this man been experiencing? What y'all think he been experiencing behind closed door? That she feels so comfortable and we supposed to be okay with it and laugh about it. She is a mother, y'all. This is an action of a mother. Period.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Just a sad situation that Shalon had to take to social media to rebuke his own mom. Says a lot about her and her character. And if she's like this publicly towards him, I can imagine what he went through behind the scenes. Now, let me also say this. It seems that Monique doesn't have any more jokes in the chamber, because here lately, and for a couple of years now, maybe more than a couple of years, her stand-up has been just profanity-laced rants about the industry, about Oprah, Tyler, and now her son. And to be honest, her stand-ups here recently have been mediocre at best. So I'm just tired of talking about Monique. I really don't care about the situation that's going down between her and Oprah and Tyler. I don't want to hear about it. I could care less for the rest of my life, and fuck her. But anyway, moving right along. So the comedian world has been in shambles ever since Cat Williams done that interview with Shannon Sharpe. A lot of people are calling Club Shay Shay messy and starting this rift and things of that nature between comedians. And so a lot of people within the comedic realm has been coming at Shannon Sharpe, right? So here recently, Eddie Griffin had something to say about Shannon, and it's the same old narrative that people be reaching for, that Shannon is gay because they can't reach for anything else because the brother is successful.
Yeah, Shay Shay. Gay. I don't give a f*** that nigga gay. That nigga sitting there with them tight pants on, with his balls and all of them Cat's face. And him and the cat kept looking the other way.
Now, Shannon didn't really respond to Eddie Griffin because it's the same old narrative, and Shannon said that he's been hearing this for years, that he's gay, and so what else do you got, basically? So he kind of shrugged it off. But I will say that Donnell Rawlings did not just shrug anything off when it came to Corey Holcomb criticizing his comedic skills. I want you guys to check out this exchange at a show between Donnell and Corey, and then I'll be right back.
Donnell Rawlings reacts to Corey Holcomb, calling him a mild/soft comedian.
You saying I'm mild, you saying I ain't come through the streets or the gutters is straight bull. And if you want to ask somebody, ask the mother that you know what I do. Ask them, okay, all right. Listen. This be fair. Fair conversation. No. Let's be fair. Let's be fair and real. You say you keep it 100. Know how I get down. 32. I rip. You rip lights? I rip. You ask any ever see me bomb. Anybody. And you ask anybody that don't know me, I keep it gangster. I don't say you. No, you trying to say I'm a bum. I ain't no bum. No, I didn't say and that saw. Your comedy is mild. It's mild. You know what? You know what you're doing now? You're a provocateur. You know how to incite people. Ain't nothing mild about my. People look at you. Ain't nothing. If you was at the mall, they'll put you out with your hot dog in your hand. And guess what? You can say what you want to say. You calling me a mild comic is totally off. So you a strong comic. I'm a beast.
Comedy looking real weird right now, man. Looking real weird, man. In the latest round of comedy news, Donnell Rollins and Corey Holcomb get into it at the Laugh Factory. Bro, look, I don't even want to even dwell on the fault or who was at fault or was anybody at fault. This is what I want to talk about, the comment section. Bro, we have gotten to a point in this world where you are no longer allowed to be objective. You have to circle the wagons. I'm either team A or I'm team B. You got Corey Holcomb fans saying stuff like, Donnell Rollins ain't never been funny. You damn lie. Donnell Rollins is a beast. And just because you don't know who he is or he ain't your cup of tea, don't mean that much. Because your opinion ain't hit like that. And on the other side, you got people who are Donnell fans. Corey Holcomb ain't never been funny. You's a damn lie. Corey Holcomb is a beast. He's a monster. And just because you don't know him, or you eat your cup of tea, that don't mean he ain't good. So we are in an age to where it's like, if I like a person, everything they do is right. And if I don't like a person, everything they do is wrong. And ain't nobody allowed to be objective. And then you have laymen, you have casual fans, you know what I'm saying, who are just, who are thirsty for that dopamine, pushing the narratives of stuff. And then when it gets out of hand, when too many of them go this way or that way and say somebody ain't funny or somebody ain't good, and then it starts to snowball. When the truth of the matter is, you as an individual can't say who good or who ain't good. Somebody like it. They're selling out arenas. They're selling out stuff. I see people smiling. I see people laughing. So you can't say that. You can just say that I don't like them. You can't say they're not funny. It's just really weird to me. You know what I'm saying? But can we please just get back to the funny? Can we please just get back to making people smile and making people forget their problems? Wow.
All right, so you guys just saw that exchange between Corey and Donnell, and I'm just glad somebody checked Corey because he's always talking mad junk about people, always got something to say disrespectful, and he's one of those individuals that just said something that was disrespectful in regards to his daughter too. So just like Monique, I'm gonna keep that same energy because I know a lot of people want to jump down in the comments and say, why would you say F a woman? Corey too, because it's pretty disrespectful and despicable in my opinion for a grown man to come to the internet and basically say F that B in referring to his daughter. We didn't need to know any of your business, any of the business that's going on between y'all behind the scenes, and I just think it's overwhelmingly childish and it has no place in comedy. It's not comedy as a matter of fact, so he catches the same stray that Monique caught. Now, Donnell did respond to the outburst that he had at the show, and this is what he had to say about the whole altercation.
First off, I think comedians nowadays, they're trying to sell controversy over comedy. I wasn't there to watch Corey. I had performed myself, and I was about to leave, and they announced that Corey's about to perform. And I know that he had said some ill things about Dave Chappelle. I know he said some ill things about some of the openers of Dave Chappelle. So I just sat there, wanted just to see what his take on what he felt about comedy or whatever. I sat there and I just waited. And then when he made the comment about that, anybody that's done 3 movies in comedy has performed fellatio, I said, wait a minute, I've done 3 movies, right? And I've never been accused of that. And then I also fact-checked his IMDb, and Corey himself has done 4 movies. So I think he might be guilty of his own joke. It's unfortunate it came to this. Should I have yelled out at him? No. But, I'm I've been rocking with my guy Dave Chappelle for years. I'm a little guy to my friends, my fans, and my family. And it was just, for me, it was a buildup. It was a buildup off of a lot of things that's troubling comedy. Corey is the type of comedy, he can go on stage, start with grunts, and by the end of it, you're laughing hysterically. I did not want to scream out at him, but I felt like protecting the integrity of myself and my friends, I thought I had to say something. And I thought I had to say something for people out here that have done over 3 movies.
All right, so you guys just heard that. Donnell standing on business as he should. I'm glad that he confronted Corey. After he did it, he probably felt like it was unprofessional, but at the end of the day, somebody needed to do it. Now, I will say that I'm surprised that Corey didn't go off on Donnell for interrupting his show. If you look at Corey and how he presents himself like he's about that life. And I'm surprised he didn't stand up and say, man, you interrupting my show. What you want to do, bro? Like what it is, but he didn't do that. And I'm not advocating that he should have done that. I just thought that he would stand by the persona that he presents on social media each and every day. But anyway, let's move along and talk about this Diddy situation. Now, Diddy filed a defense against an R allegation, and this R allegation comes from a woman who was 17 at the time. And basically, she was in Detroit. I believe Harpierre was in Detroit, who was the president of Bad Boy. Basically, he met her, took her in the bathroom, essayed her, and she says that he was smoking rock in the bathroom. Anyway, they flew back to New York City, and she claims that she was essayed again and R'd by Sean Diddy Combs. And then promptly after the alleged R took place, they basically discarded her like trash and flew her back to Detroit. So what I want to do right here is read to you all what they had to say about this situation. And it says here, Sean Combs, the rapper and mogul known as Diddy, has filed a defense against allegations that he and 2 others essayed a 17-year-old girl at a recording studio in 2003. New paperwork filed on Tuesday, reported by Rolling Stone, wholly denies the allegations for the unnamed plaintiff, who is suing Combs, and called for the lawsuit to be dismissed. The documents state that Combs never participated in, witnessed, or was or is presently aware of any misconduct, or otherwise, relating to plaintiff in any circumstance whatsoever. Combs has previously denied a range of essay allegations against him, saying on X, "I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Co-defendant Harvey Pierre, president of Combs' label Bad Boy Records, filed his own response to the lawsuit, claiming he never participated in essay of the plaintiff, nor did he witness anyone else essay the plaintiff. The woman alleges that Pierre forced her to perform sloppy toppy, and I'm paraphrasing there, before he and Combs piled her with DRUGS and alcohol to the point where she could not give consent. She alleges that after reaching the New York studio, Combs R'd her in the bathroom, followed by a third unidentified man. The new documents from Combs also contest a photo that allegedly shows the unnamed plaintiff sitting on Combs' lap, disputing context, genuineness, or accuracy of the photographs, and complain about the 2-decade gap between the alleged incident and the allegations. Some or all evidence that otherwise would have been available if the action had been promptly commenced may be unavailable, lost, or compromised. The case against Combs is being brought under the Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Law, which allows cases of this nature to be filed outside the usual statute of limitations. The new documents argue that using this New York state legislation violates Combs' constitutional rights. Alright, so you guys just heard that. Now my thing is, Diddy did deny these allegations, but why are you worried about the 2-year decade gap in which he filed these charges against you? It just seems like, why would you be worried about that some evidence may be available or unavailable if you didn't do the shit? It just sounds like a lame statement to me, and it just seems like they're trying to take any type of avenue to get this case thrown out, because I wouldn't be worried about how long an individual comes with some type of accusations against me. If I know that I'm not guilty, I'm not making that argument. My only argument would solely be, I didn't do it, so it is what it is. We're gonna fight this thing. But anyway, let's move along, because I want to leave you guys with this interesting clip. And I know that some of you guys have heard this before, but I've gotten some information, and I'm not going to put it out just yet because I'm trying to dot every I and cross every T. And so basically this is talking about the rift between Jay-Z and R. Kelly. And a lot of people feel that Jay-Z is responsible for the documentary that they did about R. Kelly. And so I'm going to leave you guys with this clip because it's leading up to another video that will come soon. Okay, so you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new here. And until next time, peace.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmadai Shakur. Some people believe that Jay-Z funded the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, and they have a good reason for thinking so. So let's get into it. Now, R. Kelly says that during the Best of Both Worlds tour, Jay-Z became very envious of him because he was the higher paid performer. And this animosity, he claims, led to Jay-Z deliberately causing lighting issues and technical issues or getting people to do so. Also, he says there were threats against him and says that there were even threats to have the promoters kick him off of the tour. He says one night someone in the audience pointed a weapon at him and he had to flee the stage. When he was given the all clear by the security guards and tried to return to the stage, well, Jay-Z's friend, Tyron Smith, actually maced him. Please pay attention. This man pictured with Jay-Z is the man who supposedly sprayed R. Kelly with the mace. Now, he was treated at the hospital and then released. But after that whole incident, which occurred at the Madison Square Garden, well, the promoters, Atlanta Worldwide Touring, they fired R. Kelly. Now, this was in the middle of a 40-city tour that had been plagued with cancellations. R. Kelly then went on to file a $75 million breach of contract lawsuit against Jay-Z, and Jay-Z countersued. Now, his countersuit was dismissed. Afterwards, Jay-Z had to settle with R. Kelly for an undisclosed amount of cash. And I'm sure this would tick anyone off, especially someone with an ego as big as Jay-Z's. Please pay attention. During the incident at Madison Square Garden, when R. Kelly wasn't allowed to return to the stage, Jay-Z went out and hyped up the crowd and told them, "One monkey don't stop no show."
I really tried to hold this thing together. I really tried. I was really patient. I was really freaking patient. I'm telling you. Trust me. You know how it go. One monkey don't stop a show, I tell you.
After that incident, both men would rush to Angie Martinez's show to give their sides of the story, which were very different. And the woman in the picture here is Dream Hampton, as she's the one who is the executive producer of Surviving R. Kelly. Please pay attention.
He put his money behind a project that cost this man his life in prison. Well, could, because I got faith that R. Kelly gonna get out now.
I surely don't think it's coincidence that the woman who executive produced Surviving R. Kelly is such good friends with Jay-Z. Please pay attention.